All right, Brock. So tariffs have shown up, right? And in industrial real estate, it's causing some things to think about that maybe we didn't have to think about pre-tariff. Is that fair to say?
Definitely.
Okay, so one's around the value of buildings. Talk to me about that.
Well, if anything, it's definitely increased the value of industrial buildings, specifically in Macomb County. A lot of developments and buildings are being put on hold right now because the price is up 30% in the last 6 months. People thought it was high 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Then these tariffs hit. Now it's even higher, and it really just doesn't make sense to build right now. I mean, it's north of 150, 160 plus per square foot. With steel, lumber, everything through the roof. That's really driven the demand up because the inventory is so low right now, and we have so many different investors and businesses that we're working with that are looking for more industrial space, and prices are at an all-time high.
I mean, literally, I hear you, right? Because we sit right next to each other. Like, yeah, I'd move up if you can find me something.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
And that's like constantly the theme. So those buildings are in incredible demand. It's the supply is there in terms of people that want to lease them, right? But there isn't enough. People are kind of being almost suppressed in their business because they don't have enough square footage to expand because there's nothing for them to expand into. Is that
Definitely.
fair to say?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's then driving what? Lease rates up, right? So
Lease rates are way up, which it's funny enough because we walk all these buildings and we talk to a lot of these owners, and what we're seeing is probably 75% of current leases are way under fair market value still.
Even when they had step-ups built in, those step-ups didn't keep up with the amount of demand.
No, not at all. And in the last several years with just inflation and the rising of the building valuations, it's been huge. So leases and industrial buildings are up 40% since 2020.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, that leads us into what we want to talk about on our next point, and that is, with getting these tenants up to speed in terms of what today's market rents are, and the uncertainty they're facing and the changing economics of their business. You can't just assume because the tenant was good the last 10 years that the tenant's going to be good for you for the next 10 years. So talk about that.
Exactly. So we're seeing a lot of building owners right now, they're renewing their leases. They just want to keep their current tenant because it's simple, and we understand that. However, a lot of these tenants didn't calculate what the cost of their goods would be right now. And, if that's up by 30%, a lot of them we're seeing aren't able to maintain the payments on time for their current lease because they didn't factor this in. They didn't foresee all these huge expenses jumping and coming into
now
the
lease going up by 40%.
So it's right. They're getting hit on both sides.
And then for the building owner, if they don't go up there, then their NOI is suppressed, which then reduces their building value.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So if they make a mistake on their lease, now their building's worth half or 30% less.
Yeah,
right?
we're seeing a lot of money left on the table. But that's where we come in. We like to give our expert opinion. We like to review the leases before they're extended or renewed. We know the verbiage, we know the wording that not only investors are looking for, but that protect the owners in case something were to happen. So we do that at a no cost, no obligation. We'd love to help you out and review that, or just talk you through it. If you have any questions, you can reach out anytime, and we're here to help.
Yeah, so if you have any questions or anything related to Macomb County Industrial, Brock's your guy. Go ahead and reach out, and we'd love to talk to you.
Looking forward to helping you out.
Thanks.